All right, here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. Welcome to a special edition of the City of Brentwood's Board of Aldermen meeting, this one for September the 27th. It's a special meeting tonight. We have a very short agenda. Those of you who may be here, I say this just out of, out of memory. If you'd like to follow along, we have some information for you on the tables outside. Feel free to grab one of those and take along our event here this evening. We'll try to make it quick. If we could, please, now it's time to recite our Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Deputy Clerk, if we could have roll call, please.
Noted Alderman Dimmitt is absent.
Nope, I'm here.
Plufka, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Everybody wants to be here.
That's all
Present.
right.
Present. Alderman Kramer.
Present.
Alderman Leahy.
Here.
Alderman Lockmiller.
Here.
Alderwoman O'Neill. Here. Alderman Plufka, absent. Alderwoman Sims.
Here.
And Alderman Wiggy.
Here.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Clerk. We do have a quorum, and as we move down the agenda before us this evening, we have the opportunity to approve or amend the existing agenda as proposed. We'll take a motion.
Approve the agenda as submitted.
Second.
Second. Roll call necessary or no for this?
No.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. We've got a public hearing. We're going to gavel in here at the strikingly early time of 7:02 p.m. Now's an opportunity for you, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, to come forward with any questions that you may have about the 2018 property tax rates. If you remember this in your recent memory, you are correct. We talked about this very recently because of a housekeeping measure. We are back before you with pretty much what was in place before, just a timing concern, and we're trying to err on the side of safety here. So the property tax rates for 2018 are about to be approved by the board. Once again, chance for questions. And here now, exactly 1 minute later, we're going to close the public hearing at 7:03. And now we're up to the opportunity for citizen comments. Boys, girls, if you want to come up, now's the time to give us a question or a comment or a compliment. Come on down. Now, do you need anything to stand on is the question. Come on up. Do you need a...
It's a little bit high for you, isn't it?
Good job,
Oh,
buddy.
careful. Don't pull it over. Hold on, someone's...
I am proud
Hi.
of the alderman that makes more planes for the Air Force to help our community fight people who want to attack our community.
Oh, that's an outstanding idea. Thank you. That's a great idea. Thank you for coming forward, sir. Anybody else? Now's your opportunity. All right. And do we have an aldermanic response for the comments that we heard this evening? Super. That's outstanding. Thank you so much. Any comments? Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. Next item is one of the reasons why we are here this evening. This is bill number 6221. We've got the tax rates proposal before you. Many remember what took place before. For the residents of the city of Brentwood, the good news is we have a zero tax rate for debt, zero tax rate for the regular items that you would normally see, except for the police and fireman's fund and I guess it would be the library. And Mr. City Attorney, if we could please have the first reading of bill number 6219.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Board President. The reason we're doing this, obviously, is because a couple of the tax rates were slightly higher than last year, and so we wanted to be sure that the notice was absolutely correct. So the first reading of bill 6221, an ordinance to repeal ordinance number 4857, and approve the rates of real property and personal property taxes to be assessed and levied for the year 2018 by the City of Brentwood, Missouri.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. So just for clarity's sake, we have the two bills here, 6219 and 6221.
6219 was the bill that passed 4857 and is being repealed.
Okay. All right. And so do we have any questions regarding that? Anybody have any items they'd like to bring up regarding that topic? No. Okay. If we could, Mr. City Attorney, have the second reading of Bill number 6221.
The second and final reading of Bill 6221, an ordinance to repeal ordinance number 4857 and approve the rates of real property and personal property taxes to be assessed and levied for the year 2018 by the City of Brentwood, Missouri.
Motion to perfect Bill 6221 into ordinance form, please.
Thank you,
Second.
sir. So we have a first and a second. Any discussion regarding that motion? And the questions, the only question that was brought up at the last meeting was for those who pay a mortgage every year. We did talk at the last meeting. This has a direct impact on what your mortgage payment will be by way of the escrow. And there's a separate amount that comes through your school board. The escrow shouldn't change from the city, but it might change a little bit from your school board. The notice that went out, I don't know if it's been voted on, but the notice that I saw said that there was a slight increase from the school board. We talked about it last meeting. Alderwoman O'Neill spoke about it at the Ward 4 meeting, and that's pretty much all there is. Without any further questions, if we could please have a roll call vote.
Alderman Demmett,
Yes.
Alderman Kramer,
Yes.
Alderman Leahy,
Yes.
Alderman Lockmiller,
Yes.
Alderwoman O'Neill,
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims,
Yes.
and Alderman Weggie.
Yes.
Now we are at the end of the meeting, just like that. Did we miss anything?
Ordinance number?
Bill
It's
number
coming up.
6221 passes and upon signature of the President of the Board of Aldermen becomes ordinance number 4858.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Clerk. Now, I did notice on our agenda we don't have a second citizen comment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Have a great night.
Thank you.